invest. Can I get some water? I want a glass of water. I want a glass of water.
It took a while, but it was bottoms up for President Obama today, taking a sip of filtered Flint water as he gets an up-close and personal look at the water crisis.
Yeah, President Obama's visit was not about naming names and placing blame specifically, but about making sure federal and state officials are working together.
Tonight, we are bringing you Team 7 coverage from the president's speech to meeting with Governor Snyder and the mayor of Flint.
We'll begin with 7 investigator Jim Kirchner live at Northwestern High School in Flint. Jim?
Yeah, and Flint Mayor Karen Weaver was here, and she repeated what she's been saying. The #1 job for her is to get the lead out here in Flint. That means removing the lead service lines. So far, only 33 have been removed so far. She says the price tag is $55 million. Where's all of that going to come from? The feds or the state? The commander-in-chief, the president, became the consoler-in-chief to the crowd here of about 1,000 people.
We're going to do everything we can to accelerate getting new pipes here in Flint. But even with all the money, even with an efficient, speeded up process, it's going to take a while for all the pipes to be replaced. It's not going to happen next month. It's not going to happen 6 months from now where all the pipes in Flint are going to be replaced. We got to get started, and you need to see that it's getting started and that the progress is being made, but it's not going to happen overnight.
Now, the president told an earlier group of Flint residents in a private setting that that process could take, get this, up to 2 years. And where's the money going to come from? Aid packages for this city, both at the state level and the state legislature, as well as in Congress, have been stalled by partisan politics. The president did not bring any checks with him to Flint today, so the Democratic congressman from Flint says the momentum here from the president will be leverage in Washington.
President Obama is a pretty astute political leader, and I think he knows coming to Flint, Michigan, speaking to the people in Flint, Michigan, will strengthen the hand of Senator Stabenow and myself, Senator Peters, as we work to get congressional action on the federal aspect of this help.
Now, the biggest surprise today is probably Governor Rick Snyder. He changed his mind and decided that he would meet with President Obama today. But the bigger surprise was he came to this high school and took the podium and spoke to this crowd of 1,000. Wow, what a moment. Listen and watch this.
Good afternoon. Let me begin by saying I understand why you're angry and frustrated. I want to come here today to apologize, to say I'm sorry and I will fix this.
I can tell you that is the first time that Governor Rick Snyder has appeared before a Flint crowd like this since he declared the emergency back in January. The president and the governor did not point fingers at each other, but the president did say toward the end of his remarks that went about 50 minutes, he did say and he addressed that it was the emergency manager running Flint at the time when it switched from Detroit water to using the Flint River water back in April of 2014 that started that. The president said that took away the democratic rights of the people of Flint, and of course he got a round of applause. Live in Flint, Jim Kirchner, 7 Action News.
Yeah, certainly a tough day for the governor facing that crowd, but he did it.